At the end of this med mastery lesson, you will be able to identify the characteristics that differentiate the tricuspid valve from other cardiac valves. As you know, the tricuspid valve is made up of 3 leaflets. These leaflets are not identical. Instead, they are each a different size. The anterior leaflet is always the largest, followed by the septal leaflet and then the posterior leaflet. This size relationship does not vary between individuals. But leaflet sizes and positions do vary between individuals. This variation in size and position can make distinguishing which leaflet's which very challenging on echo. There are 2 indicators to help identify each leaflet in the apical four-chamber view. First, the septal leaflet is attached to the septum, and second, the anterior leaflet is attached to the right ventricular muscle. It is widely known that we cannot see all 3 leaflets at the same time using echocardiography. To understand this, let's look at the tricuspid valve in perspective and try using different probe positions within our range of motion to demonstrate this limitation. Let's try this probe position to start. No luck. In this view, the 2-dimensional image will only show a portion of the anterior and septal leaflets. Also, in this view, the anterior leaflet will look shorter than the septal leaflet, and we know that is just not true. So let's try again. What about this? Still no luck. This time we can see the posterior and anterior leaflets, but we can still only see 2 leaflets. One last try. This time a completely different perspective. Same issue. In this view, again, we can only see the anterior and septal leaflets. Although the leaflet proportions are now more realistic here, we can only still see 2. So, regardless of probe position, at any one time we can only see 2 of the 3 leaflets. Due to limitations of the technology, we can never see the tricuspid valve in full in an echocardiogram. Another distinguishing characteristic of the tricuspid valve is the fact that the tricuspid valve has 3 papillary muscles, unlike the mitral valve in the left heart, which has 2. Each papillary muscle is associated with a corresponding leaflet to prevent prolapse of the valve during systole. This is done by a number of filaments called chordae tendineae. The whole system resembles a parachute when you think about it. In addition, the septal and anterior papillary muscles are connected by the moderator band. Good job. Now you have a better understanding of the characteristics that make the tricuspid valve so distinct from other cardiac valves.
So I hope you liked this video. Absolutely make sure to check out the course this video was taken from and to register for a free trial account which will give you access to selected chapters of the course. If you want to learn how Med Mastery can help you become a great clinician, make sure to watch the About Med Mastery video. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.